Whoa!
Yo, you look like you're fucking some shit. Fucking hookers, you fucking hookers.
Hookers.
So wait,
I told him I'm Dr. Fauci. I'm the science. Now acknowledge me.
What was his exact comment? What did he say? He said, "This guy's."
Is this guy in a wheelchair or something? What the fuck?
All right.
Now I make fun of it, and now my chair is fucking starting to go.
You really fucked your chair up now.
I've been sitting in this chair for fucking 7 months leaning forward and backwards. I'm surprised it's going now.
You should have got some fucking wheels on that chair and you wouldn't have had this issue. Hey.
This chair's done.
Shit happens. You could just rock in the show. Just keep it. If you fall halfway through the show, it adds to the aesthetic.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. I'll swap everything out right now.
If you bust your fucking ass. I gotta get weed. I forgot to grab some fucking weed. I mean, I had. Oh wait. Oh no! I already packed my bowl. What the fuck I'm doing? I didn't even smoke yet. I almost knocked it over. But
hold on. Look, I'm not in a wheelchair. I can walk. Ooh,
it's a miracle.
God gave me legs.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Joe Biden actually has a brain, even if it doesn't function at its highest frequency. There is still a brain there. He could sleep a lot. And he dreams sweet dreams of smelling hair in fields with pansies and roses and posies.
Watch this. I just swapped the heater over to another chair, the broken chair.
It's ringing around the square.
Move this motherfucker over.
Yeah, just don't start a fucking fire over there while you're at it.
You know, you and my stepfather keep telling me that. It's like these things don't look like fire.
Yo, space heaters have a tendency, though. It's been
not these Eden Pures. These Eden Pures are fucking made so that it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you just wrap that shit in a blanket, it'll never start a fire.
There we go. All right.
Was feeling good today. Woke up, got some shit done, downloaded a shitload of beats.
All right, in this chair. Move you over. Ah, there we go. I can lean forward. Look, with my wheelchair.
Wheeling and dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, son of a gun. Woo! I was just watching that.
You got it all wrong. Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing. I
just watched Flair vs. Brock 2002. It's the feud with RVD and Brock going back and forth right now. NWO going back and forth with Booker T. I literally just got done watching the 02 episode where you posted on your page a while back and it said Chris Benoit returns tonight because it was like him and Eddie are teaming up against like the Dudleys right now going against Bubba Ray and Spike and shit. So it's from that era where I'm at right now. Figured I'd pick up with some old NWO because I forgot the WWE days don't stick with me as much as the WCW days did. But yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is episode 7. 7. Did I stutter? Yeah, I might have, but it's episode 7 of STTAB. Shit to talk about, your daily show where we just talk a whole lot of shit about a pile of shit. Whether it's polish shit, aka politics, might have the occasional wrestling shit in there, entertainment weekly sort of type shit, trending shit, TikTok shit, shitty shit. I'm taking a shit.
Taking a shit. How about just saying shit and finding out everything that you've been told over the past 9 days is actually all fake, at least 60% of it.
Shit is becoming one of my favorite words, so shit.
We're going right into the heavy nitty-gritty this week on STTAB with your follow-up news. It is now day 10 of the Russia invasion.
Yeah, so I've been seeing.
I speak on March 5th at 8:45, Saturday night, Eastern Standard Time. Day 10 of the invasion, Russia has went against their peace talks and started firing again after they promised that they would let humanitarian crisis people come in and get anybody out of there. Russia said fuck that, and they started fucking bombing Ukraine again. Going back on what I said last time, I do stick by it because we are in this predicament. But over lately, I'm getting the feeling that we might be inching closer to nuclear war. I'm not really sure.
Anything is possible in the World Wrestling, not Federation, but World.
Yesterday,
we're wrestling.
No, not yesterday. Thursday, the fucking Russians started attacking a nuclear site in fucking in Ukraine, which was a little scary. But when it came down to it, the media was hyping it all up to be this whole big thing. Meanwhile, this fucking nuclear facility's got like thousands of buildings surrounding it, and it's not a real reactor like what was in Chernobyl and what we have here. It's a different type of reactor.
Yeah.
It can still blow it can still cause damage, but it's not like the reactor that fucking melted down in Chernobyl.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cause damage if anything happens regardless. It's just a matter of if it happens or not. It's not a matter of how bad the damage will be. It's a matter of damage is going to be caused regardless.
Russia a few days ago, I think I mentioned it on the last episode, that they want to go into Finland and Poland. And it's very ironic that 2 days ago they were flying their planes in Finland and Swedish airspace. And also, ironically, Japan's airspace as well. So they're looking for a full-scale war.
Yeah.
And today they just started releasing refugees from Ukraine into Finland, even Russian refugees. So it sounds like Putin's doing the old Fidel Castro thing and putting the bad guys in with the refugees, and then they're going to start inner turmoil and start declaring themselves as Russia independent separatists. And then that'll give Putin the okay to go in there and take over, which is what they did with Ukraine. They had Russian separatists and Russian sympathizers get into East Ukraine. And then when all this fighting started, they all said, we support the Russians. We support the Russians. And then Putin came right in.
Well, I just saw the YouTube video from like 10 years ago or some shit. Someone posted it, I think, or maybe it said 10 days ago, but it was from 10 years ago. I don't know. It was the Simpsons, the USSR makes a return.
I saw that video.
And Lennon gets up from the casket, at his funeral. So I said, Simpsons have that good old fortune-telling prediction.
Right. Simpsons have that thing of predicting the future, and it's very weird.
Yeah. Well, they got a time machine when they created that show. They said, let's just go back and rewrite history Donald and then Trump put it in cartoon form.
2000 and him winning. They predicted fucking the coronavirus in their movie. The only Simpsons movie to ever happen, the Simpsons movie, they predicted coronavirus in that movie. What else?
Spider Pig.
They also predicted fucking Green Day breaking up and then getting back together after Billy Joel had a fucking breakdown live on stage. They predicted that. They predicted Lady Gaga's Super Bowl entire dance, the outfit and everything 7 years before it happened.
They predicted Janet Jackson's tits popping out. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
They did.
Did they?
No, well, actually, I didn't put it past them. They probably did.
They were like, there will be a wardrobe malfunction. Whether it's tits or dick, we don't know, but it will either.
What else? They also predicted a lot of fucking actual world events.
There was a lot of shit. I mean, it's too much to probably keep track of because there's probably a real fact. There's probably a real fact in almost every episode that whether it's high profile or whether it flies under the radar, there's probably some truth in each episode. especially when it comes to global
they
events.
Also, the Simpsons also predicted Tom Hanks talking for the government in their movie. Hi, I'm Tom Hanks. And now when you need the government's here for you. So why don't you call your local state agency today? And fucking in 2021, fucking Tom Hanks does a commercial. Joe Biden's the best president we ever had. If you need the United States government, he's there for you.
Fuck out of
Joe
here.
Biden. America's grandpa cares.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does care. He's a very gentle, kind, caring human being.
Look, I promise that we're going to cure cancer by the time that my first term is over.
Yo.
Go get him, folks.
What I saw, speaking of Simpsons, not to stray off Simpsons for that matter, but I see that Bender from Futurama is making a return for the voice. So the entire Futurama cast will be reunited for a reunion.
Do you know that the guy who played Bender also played in Batman Beyond for the Justice League episode?
No, I have a Bender lamp over here that I made in 7th grade, though. And
Bender, the guy who voiced Bender, is also the voice of the yellow dog from Adventure Time. And Adventure Time does a spoof of it when they're going down into the Ice King basement, and Bender is up on the wall in chains, and the yellow dog goes, "You sound familiar," and Bender's like, "Bite my shiny metal ass."
Yeah.
And then after that he goes, "That would sound like something I would say."
This light that I always have on back here is my Bender light.
The guy who plays the yellow dog in Adventure Time is the voice of Bender. So it's funny how in that one episode where they're going to the Ice King's palace and they're walking down into the basement, you see Bender chained up in chains. And then the yellow dog goes, "How you doing?" And he goes, "Bite my shiny metal ass." And the dog goes, "That's something I would sound." That sounds like something I would say.
Speaking of the Ice King, hello there, TJ. I don't even know what the fuck this guy sounds like, but there he is.
It's Mark Hamill.
There he is on his throne.
The Ice King is played by Luke Skywalker, so you got to imagine like a Luke Skywalker-y voice.
Yeah, I don't even know. I got this in a loot crate. Came as like a collectible in a loot crate.
I'm sorry. The Ice King is voiced by SpongeBob. The Ice King is voiced by fucking Tom Kenny.
No, really?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Ice King from Adventure Time is voiced by Tom Kenny, and Mark Hamill voices the from regular show. He voices the fucking Sasquatch guy, the fucking white hair Sasquatch guy in regular show. Mark Hamill voices him.
Yo, how long has it been since Steven Hillenberger has been deceased?
A couple of years now.
Couple of years? It hasn't been like 5 or 10 years? 5?
A couple of years. Steven Hillenberg died in a car crash just about a couple of years ago. It wasn't that long ago. I think it was like 2018, 2019.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems longer. I just remember when like the creator of SpongeBob died, and then I feel like the show has never been the same. So that's why I'm seeing it's longer.
The show hasn't been the same since 2011. They kind of
they changed the animations a little bit. They revamped it to make it more bubbly. Did they change any of the voiceovers? Yeah, voiceovers.
They actually did change the characters.
They bought SpongeBob out of the closet, all that shit.
Well, technically, if you're going by genetics, I know we're going to get canceled for this, but if you're going by genetics, he's a sea sponge, and sea sponge produce asexually.
That's fine.
So
there's college students that are asexual.
SpongeBob would be pansexual.
Non-binary, non-gender conforming.
No, he's a sea sponge. He's a sea sponge.
Okay. All right.
They produce asexually.
Mm-hmm.
He could be binary, but according to Steven Hillenberg, he's got a penis.
Yeah. Well, so we think. It's a possibility that it might be nothing there.
No, by the creator himself, he said that he is a boy, but he produces asexually because that was the gene that was given to him at birth.
Okay. So his parents don't even fuck.
That's why when SpongeBob breaks a piece off of him, it produces another SpongeBob.
I didn't know that.
It's his genetic code.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode where that has happened. It must have been post 2011.
Yep. SpongeBob fucking will take it's in the later episodes from like 08 to like 13. He'll like take his arms off, and then after that, he'll take his arms off, and then his arm will sprout out another SpongeBob out of it.
Yeah, the only other replicated SpongeBob I remember is Nyamoy, Nyamoy, Nyoy, 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 Nyoy.
You doodle. He's my
Doodlebob. I actually have a Doodlebob hat pin. Fucking love the Doodlebob episode. That was such a great episode. But yeah, man.
The link, ma'am?
Leedle. Yo, that episode. That's still one of the best episode openings we have. That was before STTAB, right? Or was that STTAB 1 or 2? Or
that was STTAB episode 1.
That was 1? That's where we started this shit at. I didn't know if it was pre-STTAB and that was just like a regular Wrestling with Time episode, or if that was STTAB, because we've only been doing this for like, it's going on 3 months now, and it seems like it's been a lot longer though. I feel like we've been doing this.
It was STTAB.
I know, but I'm saying we're in March now, and beginning of March, and this is going on 3 months. We started this shortly after New Year's, and it seems like we've been doing it for like way longer though, because we've been doing Wrestling with Time coming up on almost 2 years this year. So, just seeing your face a lot. So it seems like the line in the sand is confused between STTAB and Wrestling with Time. We have a shitload of episodes together, a lot of content, lots and lots and lots. And shitloads, man.
So much content that you're going to want to turn the knob up and rip your dick off.
Shit. I think I got to get my first smoke on of the evening, though. I just saw you smoking. I'm just like, hey. This is not intended. This is only intended. It's only intended for natural herbs and spices, no tobacco, no illegal substances, no marijuana, none of that shit. You hear me? This is just spice. There's spice in here and that shit. That shit, you hear me? That shit.
Like the oregano. It's green tea. Let's play Heels and Escalators. Okay. Oh, escalators. Oh, eels.
Well, I just took an elevator to the fucking moon. Woo!
Eel, I got eels again. Come on, SpongeBob. There's no way you're gonna be able to beat me now. I got one more escalator to go up, and you've been getting eels. So this better be it. Escalators! Ah! Yeah, escalators! Eels.
I forgot that whole episode, dog. Forgot about it.
I was watching one of my friends fucking. I was watching one of my friends' Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking live feeds on YouTube, and I took over the whole I took over the whole chat room. We all started doing classic SpongeBob quotes and Fairly Odd Parents quotes and stuff. I had everybody fucking going. I had over 200 people doing quotes in the chat.
Yeah, great. Bro. SpongeBob's one of those shows that it's legendary, regardless. It's gonna be around till the end of time, bro. It's like fucking. He's like the Looney Tunes of our generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you ever forget whose first words were, "Can I take your order?" Mine were, Who made a spatula out of toothpicks in high school? Me. Who's a big old yellow cube with holes? I am. Who's ready? I am. Who's ready? I'm ready.
I want those boots. Remember that episode? I want those boots.
Squeak. Squeak. Those infernal boots.
Yo, Fucking crazy. SpongeBob, Squidward's clarinet episode.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. The episode where he falls in love eating Krabby Patties. There's 2 episodes. There are 2 versions of that episode.
What do you mean?
There's a version where he walks into the Krusty Krab and he gets all the way to the fucking Krabby Patty vault and he starts eating. But there's another version where he breaks and he gets into the Krusty Krab and the Krusty Krab is booby trapped all the way to the fucking vault. So when he walks in, it's a bucket of water falls on him and he goes, oh, well, that ain't so bad. And then fucking Hans's hand comes out and drops a lit match and the whole fucking front of the Krusty Krab blows up on fire and everything. And all you hear is, ah! And then after that, he walks into the Krusty Krab vault. And the same thing happens again, and then he walks up to the fucking Krabby Patty vault, and he just wipes his face, and then everything just comes off of him. What? It was I know it exists because I've seen it.
I'm saying it could have been a fan-made shit or alternate episode.
It aired on Nickelodeon.
Could have been the original episode, and then they took it out. Maybe I don't remember the whole episode from beginning to end, so I mean, I'd have to go back and watch that shit. It's been so long.
It's the episode where he's never eaten a Krabby.
I know. And then SpongeBob hits him with those eyes, though, like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Yeah,
with the biggest fucking grin and eyes. That shit made me die when I was a kid.
Now, like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Yeah!
That shit.
Ooh, I love Krabby Patties.
Ooh, you know it. That was such a great fucking episode. Oh man, he gets like fucking whale sized in his thighs.
Squidward, you can't eat all those Krabby Patties at once. Oh, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna explode? No, worse. It'll go right to your thighs. Thighs? And then you blow up. Yeah, I remember my friend Patty.
Yo, son, it's bringing back so much memory. The fact that you know that whole script, like, is mind blowing to me.
I used to watch a lot of TV. I could probably, if I was to put, I
remember like select parts of episodes. I could probably
give you all the quotes and some of the best lines from like '99 to about. This goes to show you, I didn't watch a lot of like all the other shit that everybody was watching when we were in high school and stuff. I watched a lot of cartoons.
I still did too, though. I think everybody did, bro. Nobody did. I
still am a cartoon guy. I still am a cartoon.
I faded out of it. I started to like watch some of these like shows on Netflix, some cartoons that are dope.
There's a cartoon called The Amazing World of Gumball. It's no longer doing new episodes. It stopped a few years ago, but they do reruns of it. That's a funny fucking show. I like that show. It's hysterical. What else?
Did it have like a little blue guy or some shit?
It had a blue cat, and its best friend or its brother was a goldfish that he wished for it to become a person, and it grew legs and was able to breathe air.
I think I saw on it too much, but like I'm talking more the era like. I loved like Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, fucking Powerpuff Girls, the OG shit. Like Nickelodeon.
I like the Fairly Odd Parents. I like Chalk Zone.
Cartoon Network, I fucked with more though. Courage the Cowardly Dog. But as far as like Nickelodeon and shit,
I like Cartoon
Rugrats,
Network.
SpongeBob.
You see, you want to know how I was introduced to Cartoon Network? 2003 came out a brand new Transformers series called Transformers Armada.
Yeah.
And it only came on Cartoon Network.
So what did you watch? What did you watch more of when you were younger? If you just discovered Cartoon Network then?
I was basically watching Nickelodeon. I was always watching Keenan and Kel, all that.
Yeah, hell yeah. All those shows were fire.
Who's Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. Are you afraid of the dark?
Rugrats, Hey Arnold, shit, I can name.
Yeah, Hey Arnold.
Anything that
Hey Arnold was my shit. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Nickelodeon had the killer lineup too, but Cartoon Network was fire.
Besides movies, that's really all I watched on TV, unless if a TV movie came on, I watched.
I'm just saying, like a lot of my friends too were like they'd be watching like PBS or like Disney, and I never watched that shit. You know, like people be like, "You watch Disney?" And I'd be like, "Nah, like I didn't really know too many Disney shows."
You know, I didn't watch Disney Channel until my brother showed me this show called The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
And one of the actors on the show I really liked because he was fucking funny as hell.
Yeah.
And I watched the show and I loved the show. To this day, I like watching the show. It's funny. It's
I did watch Disney, but it wasn't until like I met Omar, probably like 8th or 9th grade, that I was watching
the channel until I saw The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
7th and 8th grade.
And I only watched that show. And then in 2007, Phineas and Ferb was created.
Yeah.
And
that's another big one.
Phineas and Ferb was a great fucking show.
I never really got into it or watched it. Like I seen episodes of it, but I never watched it like religiously. That was later.
Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. Where's Perry?
Fuck it, I don't know the characters, but like Cartoon Network, yo.
Bowling for Soup did the theme song to Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, dude, I think we've had this discussion before. I just never watched it.
Yep.
Cat Dog,
Bowling
like you
for
said.
Soup did the theme song
for Nickelodeon shows you mentioned, aside from all that.
And Ryan Cabrera of Bowling for Soup is getting married to Alexa Bliss.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Bowling for Soup came out with a song called Alexa Bliss in 2019.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the woo right there. The woo woo. With the song.
That was because he was trying to let her know that he really liked her, and
I said that
they're fucking getting married, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know. We're with the song, you know. But but yo, like you said, all that Keenan and Kel, aside from them, we were talking like cartoons. Yeah, Cat Dog was fire. Fucking
my cousin Skeeter, bro.
Rugrats.
Fucking felt.
You what?
My cousin Skeeter.
What about him?
That was a show I grew up watching too.
Oh, my cousin Skeeter. Yeah. Okay.
I love that
with
show.
the puppet.
That show was
that shit was fire.
Yeah, fucking little Bow Wow in it.
No, I don't think that was Bow Wow.
It had Little Bow Wow in it. I'm pretty sure it did. I know I have the right show. Little Bow Wow was on Nickelodeon before he did any movies.
It wasn't Little Bow Wow. It was that other light skinned dude with the light color eyes from Hollywood. I can't think of who it is. I feel like, dude, I'm living in the what's that term called?
You're living in a parallel universe or the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, like a Mandela Effect right now, because there's two people now that you're telling me that you say they Bow Wow. It wasn't Bow Wow.
Did you grow up thinking it was the Berenstain Bears or the Bernstein Bears?
I don't remember. Bernstein Bears.
Is it the Bernstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears?
Oh, Bernstein.
Is it Bernstein or Bernstein?
I know, bro.
Which one is it? Stein or Steen?
I always thought it was Steen, like Stein.
What do you remember? I need to know which universe are you from. Are you from universe 1A or are you from 1B? Is it Bernstein or Bernstein?
I don't remember.
I come from the universe Bernstein because that's how I remembered it as a kid.
I don't think I read too many of those books, bro, to be honest.
I'm from universe 1A.
Yeah, I remember them. Maybe got read to them young in school and shit.
Now, as a kid, do you remember if Pikachu had the brown and the black on his tail or just brown and yellow on the tail? Because Pikachu that I remember growing up as a kid had brown on the bottom of the tail and a black spot at the top of the tail.
I just remember Pikachu being black stripes and black
ears. He has black on his ears.
Yeah.
And then he had black square on the end of his yellow tail.
I think his whole tail, like, it was black. Not the whole tail, but I mean it had like the stripes.
No, it was brown. It was brown on the bottom, then it was yellow all the way to the end, and then at the end there was like a square, black square right there.
I don't even fucking have a picture of Pikachu around, dog. I got this dude. And this ain't Pikachu, though.
But I need to know if it's a Pikachu that's recently or older, because the Pikachus I have in the back of my car, they don't have the black spot on their tails. That's Pichu. No. And that's not even Pichu. That's the fucking ghost.
Yeah, this is the impersonation Pikachu. I don't even know his name. I never seen him before.
That's the fucking ghost Pikachu, and I think it's called the fuck is it called? It's actually called something. I don't remember what it's called.
Mimic you. I think the sticker said the tab.
Mimic you. Okay.
But I didn't know who it was either. I needed it for Ash Ketchum for Halloween, and I went to like Walmart, and they didn't have no Pikachus, but they had this guy, and I was like, good enough. So I put like fucking Velcro on this bitch, and I had him like just sitting on my shoulder while I was like fucking Ash. But the Velcro is starting to get less.
But yeah, Pikachu, I remember growing up as a kid, had a little black square at the end of it.
I was gonna say it wasn't like similar to this type of tail though. I feel like
brown on the bottom.
I feel like Pikachu's tail was like it had like a black here and then like a black stripe here or something.
No, it was black. It was black at the top of it, yellow all the way down to the bottom, and at the bottom it was just a little bit of brown.
I don't remember.
But
what's that got to do with Universe? Universe.
Going back to the whole SpongeBob thing.
Am I on A or B?
You're probably on B because you probably came from Bernstein Bears, not Bernstein. I have friends. I legitimately have friends that literally say that I'm from Bernstein.
I said like
because I remember them as the Bernstein Bears, not the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah, I don't think it was Stain, bro. I think it was Steen too.
It was never Stain. It was Steen.
It's mind games, bro.
Did Nelson Mandela die in the 90s, or did he get or did he serve his time in jail? What do you remember being taught as a kid?
Did
he die in jail, or did he live and get out?
Dude, I don't know.
Because in our timeline, he got out of jail and lived.
Yeah, I just know he did like 30 years, right? I remember
being taught.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, because of the apartheid in Africa.
Yeah.
What I remember as being taught as a kid was that he died in jail after the apartheid happened.
Yeah, I don't remember it being taught that.
I totally believe the Nelson Mandela effect. I do believe it. It's not a case of deja vu. And that's going back to SpongeBob from that episode where that Squidward walks in, and there's the episode where he walks in, he goes straight to the Krabby Patty vault, and then there's another episode where he walks in and it's all booby-trapped with fucking fire. So, and I know that episode exists because I remember watching it as a kid on television.
I'm saying anything can happen in the World Wrestling Not Federation.
But yeah, I Fairly Odd Parents was good. Cat Dog.
Yeah, Cat Dog. Like you said, Hey Arnold, I was saying, you know, like they did. Wild Thornberries. Wild Thornberries was fire.
Wild Thornberries was fucking
Rocket
awesome.
Power was fire. That was Nickelodeon.
It was good.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There were so many great ones.
You're fucking poking my brain right now. Now you're really poking my brain.
Johnny Quest was a dope ass show on fucking Cartoon Network. Fucking
that was Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, but that's still Cartoon Network though.
No, Johnny Quest only aired on Hanna-Barbera. You're thinking of
No, Johnny Quest was on Cartoon Network back in the DBZ.
Johnny Quest. Not Johnny Quest.
No, fuck Johnny Test. Johnny Test is a ripoff of Johnny Quest, my guy. I never watched that shit.
Johnny Quest. Okay, Hanna-Barbera owns Cartoon Network.
I know.
But back in the day, Cartoon Network just used to be called Hanna-Barbera, and because of that, there's Hanna-Barbera Studios.
Yeah, I know, but that's a new age shit.
Hanna-Barbera Studios created Johnny Quest back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but back in the day, that shit was on Cartoon Network. Johnny Quest and his best friend Haji always going on some missions and shit.
Fuck that. I would remember waking up for junior high in 2003 at 5:30 in the morning watching Captain Planet on Cartoon Network.
Captain Planet. Yo, I used to have a fucking Captain Planet action figure, dude.
Captain Planet, he's a hero.
That was my favorite. Put the rings together and shit. That's the only part of the theme song I remember, though.
Wind, fire, ADHD.
Holy shit, Captain Planet. That's something they should
With your
bring back.
powers combined, I am Don Cheadle.
Yo,
Now I'm going to turn you all into motherfucking trees.
if they were trying to save the world, why did they cancel Captain Planet, my guy? Come on, man.
Have you ever seen
he
the
was
Don
really out here
Cheadle
saving
Captain
that shit. What?
Have you ever seen the Don Cheadle Captain Planet? It is hysterical. So they all come together, they put their rings together, and they summon Captain Planet.
Mhm.
And when when Captain Planet comes out, it's Don Cheadle, and he has this fixation of turning everybody into trees.
What?
So he says, we're going to make the earth more greener, so we're going to need a lot more trees. Tree, 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 tree. Starts shooting everybody in the trees because he takes care of all the bad guy polluters, and then he starts realizing that regular humans are polluters too. So he believes that everybody on Earth is an enemy to the planet. So he starts killing every human in sight.
What the fuck? It's a real episode?
Yeah, dude, it's hysterical. And then at the end,
This ain't fan, man. You're talking some new shit, bro. New cartoons, man.
No, this is real life Captain Planet.
They made a movie on it?
College Humor. Look it up. Write it down. College
I'll
Humor.
remember. We got the episode.
Don Cheadle Captain Planet. There's 3 episodes.
Mhm.
And it is the funniest shit you'll ever watch.
Yeah. I don't even know who Don Cheadle is, but
Don Cheadle's the black guy who was in Iron Man 2, who was Tony Stark's friend,
okay.
who had the other Iron Man suit.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay.
That's Don Cheadle.
All right. Fucking
He plays Captain Planet
I didn't know they made a movie.
for Funny or Die, and it's like 5.
it's a fan-made thing, though.
video.
It's a fan.
No, it's made by Funny or Die, which is now College Humor.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, dude, there's a lot of people like that, independent. That
was created in 2011.
I'm not saying it can't be a good production team. I'm just saying, Bat in the Sun, they do like a lot of crazy like indie fan films and shit. It's all theirs. Like, but the production's crazy. They're the ones that do like that Superpower Beatdown. They're dope. They got the Green Ranger. They're coming out with that new what is it? Lord Drakon?
Lord Draken.
Draken?
Draken. Sorry,
Draken.
Lord Draken.
Yeah.
That's the evil Tommy in another universe that ends up killing all the Power Rangers and making the yellow, the black, and the pink Ranger his teammates to take over the world. And the Black Ranger is a fucking like a bounty hunter army guy. Mm-hmm. The Yellow Ranger is another like a army guy, and the Pink Ranger is called the Ranger Slayer. It's Kimberly, but she's called the Ranger Slayer.
Yeah. Did it come out
and
yet?
Lord Drac of him going to instead of going to the multiverses and killing the other Power Rangers or asking them if he wants to join them, he sends the Pink Ranger, the Ranger Slayer, into the other universes and tells them either you die or you be recruited.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them all die, but then a few of them come together from all the universes. They made a video game about it, about fucking Lord Draken.
Yeah, I didn't know they made a video game about it.
Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid.
What console was that on?
PS3, PS4, and Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
They made a Power Rangers game that late in the game?
Yep, and it's a full like Mortal Kombat style game with its own story mode and everything.
Oh shit! It's crazy.
You can play as Lord Draken, but if you play as the good Power Rangers, the final boss is always Lord Draken, and it's always got a different line and everything for each Ranger and stuff. It's pretty damn cool.
Yo, this motherfucker played it already. Yo, he's like, I've been down that road. I beat it with every goddamn Ranger.
Been down it. I have it on my Xbox.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I just downloaded.
You know what the last game?
Content.
The last Power Ranger game I played was the SNES, where you go through and you fight that skull guy in the first level, and then the last level you fight with your Megazord. The old Power Rangers.
No joke, I never played a Power Rangers game before I played Battle for the Grid.
Yo, the SNES one was fire, bro.
Never played a Power Rangers game before.
It was kind of like set up like it was kind of set up like a Final Fight style, like where you walk through, or Streets of Rage, I think maybe, or whatever, where you just walk through the city and
Yeah.
But it was Power Ranger style, so you got to jump up on stuff. It was easier. It was definitely easier than like Final Fight and shit like that.
Never played one of those games before.
Oh man, It was fire. I think it was just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it was just for SNES. But
I mean, I remember having one Power Rangers game as a kid.
It's probably that one.
It's for the Sega. And it was the movie.
It's probably that one.
It was the movie, and the reason why I vaguely remember it is because I didn't like it. So that would explain.
Remember what it was like? What was the gameplay like? Nah, but the movie. Did you fight Ivan Ooze? Was there Ivan Ooze in the game? Because I don't think this game.
Ivan Ooze was bad. He was the last character, and it was a pain.
Then I didn't play the movie. It was one before that, or after that. I don't know.
No, there were a couple on the SNES and there was a couple on the Sega. I played the Sega version, which was just a movie, and I didn't like it. That goes to show you how much I don't like Power Ranger games.
Oh, shut the fuck up! You love Power Ranger games. You just told me you love Power Ranger games. They're fucking awesome. Saying
I only like Battle for the Grid. Battle for the Grid is the best fucking Power Rangers game ever made because it's Mortal Kombat style.
Yeah, that is fire though. I got to check that out. But shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Power Rangers.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, I just got Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh no. Okay, now I remember my train of thought. So fucking that's the one thing, speaking of Sega now, is that Nintendo like kind of took a play from their book, but it's so far after the fact. Like
Sega hasn't produced a console since 2000.
Hear me out. I didn't say that. I said Nintendo took a play from their book. Now that we have these devices, you can just buy these little packages that have all the games and shit, like all the classics. Sega was doing that shit back. Remember when they had that subscription pack or some shit?
It was called Sega TV.
Was it?
And it would plug the phone line, and and it had a certain amount of games every month that you could play online.
It was like a big cartridge. Yeah, like my next door neighbor.
It was called the Sega Channel.
Whatever. My next door neighbor had that shit, and it was fire. Like you could play Incredible Hulk.
You plugged it into your phone, and then you'd be on the internet, and you can download, and you could play games that were on the internet. Sega did that way back in the day. Yeah, no, that was kind of revolutionary.
Wasn't it like a preloaded cartridge too at one point? It was like something. It was like a Netflix.
No, it was a cartridge that said Sega Channel on it with the fucking internet cable for the phone line, and you had to put the cartridge into the slot, and then you plugged.
I don't really remember what it looked like or anything. I just remember he had it.
It was a cartridge like this.
Yeah.
This bit.
Yeah.
With its actual slot piece, it would go in, and on the end of it would have a pigtail of the Ethernet cable cord that you would plug the internet to.
That's the part.
And then wait 5 minutes, and then it would load up on the internet.
I didn't know how that shit ever worked. That's what I'm saying. I just remember he had it. That's all. But
don't ask me how I know that because I'm a nerd.
That's why I want a Nintendo though, because they took a play from that book. Now, like. My homegirl was like, I was playing a Switch. She's like, why are you playing the old games? Why don't you play the new games? And I'm like, cause like I would get a Switch just for these games. Like, bro, Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, Mario World, Yoshi's Island, all the classics, bro. Super Nintendo. I think it even had Earthbound on there, like with the SNES one. I think it was newly added or whatever. But that's one game I've been dying to play.
I'm in the market of getting an N64, so if I can get one within the next couple of months, I could be happy. Yeah.
64.
I want to play 64 bits on 180 on 1080 bits. I want to play 64-bit on a 1080 IP.
Yeah.
Ultra HD.
I mean, 60's cool and shit.
I want to see them polygons.
Yeah, bro. It's totally it's a huge difference.
Bro.
Huh?
I went to the game store. The other day and I got Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let
For
me tell you how
PlayStation, the classic,
bad
like
those
the first Spyro.
The second one, Rip Those Rage, the better one.
All right.
Let me tell you how bad some PlayStation 2 graphics, some PlayStation 1 graphics look on a fucking HD, true HD.
Mm-hmm.
You see the polygons.
Yeah.
In Spyro.
I'm sure it was
most PlayStation 1 games, I don't see them a lot, but this one I see it because it's so colorful and everything sticks out.
Yeah. I'm sure like a lot of those old games, bro, but back then like those graphics were like, holy shit, look at this. Like, this is some crazy graphics here.
Resident Evil was the reason why everybody was like, whoa, those are sick graphics. Those look so cool.
But I'm saying, you know, like, go play GoldenEye now. Like, yeah, we thought it was the shit, but it's like, wow, this was pretty bad.
No, GoldenEye is still the shit.
I'm talking about graphics-wise. Like yeah, we love it.
I don't fucking care about graphics.
We love it because of the gameplay and how it is. I know, I'm the same way.
That game in top 5 video games of all time.
Oh yeah,
from the modern era, 1990 to today.
Well, for Nintendo 64 games, for sure.
Okay, Nintendo 64. Okay, top 5 Nintendo 64 right now: GoldenEye, Mario 64, Mario Party 3, Mario Kart, and Donkey Kong Country. Changed my mind.
All right, I was gonna kick your ass because I thought you was not gonna say Donkey Kong Country.
Wait, hold on. Get rid of Donkey Kong. Hold on. Get rid of
It's not Donkey Kong Country though. It's just Donkey Kong 64.
No, it's called Donkey Kong Country. That's the way I call
it. You're talking about for Super Nintendo.
Okay, no, you're right. Donkey Kong 64.
Oh yeah, okay. So 64. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I might
change
your mind.
Mario Party 3 out. It would be GoldenEye, Mario 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
You got me. Okay, so this is going to be tough because I never really did a top 5, but you want to talk about like the most impactful games on me at that time? Let me see, because there's going to have to be a couple. This is so like emotional for me, bro. Okay, so yeah, Mario 64. First time I opened a Nintendo 64. First game I ever played right out the box. Christmas.
That was the first game I ever played for an N64.
Automatic Mario number 1.
That was the game that came with the system.
This could be controversial, but like as far as GoldenEye and World Is Not Enough, I fucked with World Is Not Enough more. I liked World Is Not Enough more. Get a lot of flack for that. So I'm going to say World Is Not Enough over GoldenEye, and I'm not going to put GoldenEye on that list, even though it would hold that position as a tie possibly for Bond game. And then
GoldenEye's the best.
Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 for sure. One of the greatest pastimes. Like I used to love that shit, having the coconut gun. You could unlock all the Kongs. Fucking, you had like the bongos.
Did you just say Tony Hawk 64?
The music specials and shit. That shit was so fire. Fucking, did I say what?
Tony Hawk 64?
No, I didn't say Tony Hawk 64.
Oh,
no,
I was going to say.
I said,
there it is.
I said, oh, okay. Yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
That's the original fucking Tony Hawk, the same one that came out on the N64.
Yeah, no, I didn't say that. But then you said Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Conker's Bad Fur Day came out in 1999.
I'm gonna say Banjo-Kazooie.
The first Nintendo game to say fuck.
I'm gonna say Banjo-Kazooie though. And
I liked Banjo and Kazooie, but the game was really hard.
It was, but it was fucking amazing though.
How about this? Fun. They have it on the Xbox store, and I downloaded it and I played it a few years ago. And the same part where I got stuck on as a kid, I got stuck on as an adult, and I can't get any.
It always happens like that, though. It always happens like that.
What are you talking about? I bought 2 PlayStation 1 games that I could never beat as a kid, and guess what? I beat them within 6 hours.
Yeah. All right, but yo, and then I'm thinking like, if I could take that out, and we're talking most impactful, I forgot about Diddy Kong Racing. But when I played that shit the other day, I was like, yo, bro, remember you could fly in this shit?
Diddy Kong Racing is only good because it's got the fucking airplanes and boats in it. That's the only reason.
That's why it's fucking dope. It was different. Like you had the hover, the fucking hover raft.
Car, the airplane, and the boat. And then the actual fucking go-kart.
Yeah, it was still dope though. But okay, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna put that in there though. But I'm gonna say for my number 5th, it's definitely gonna be a wrestling game, and I'm really torn between WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy.
See,
speaking of No Mercy, that's gonna be our next Wrestling with Time coverage.
I almost bought WrestleMania 2000 the other day when I went to the fucking game store, but I realized that those polygon shapes give me a headache and a half.
Shut up.
Because that game is legitimately polygons.
It's not that bad.
And it's pretty bad on an HD TV. My phone is capable of 4K. I've seen people play the PlayStation 1 games in 4K, and it gives me a headache.
Bro, you didn't play you didn't see me last time I was playing No Mercy. I was like, this ain't that bad. Wasn't that bad. No,
it's playing PlayStation games. N64 is a little different. Everything's a little more nicer. But
you're talking
WrestleMania
PlayStation
2000 games in general, both developers for Nintendo 64 and the PlayStation, they were polygon.
64 wrestling games were always better than PlayStation games. Fuck PlayStation wrestling games. Except for when they got later onto PS2. I'm not counting that, but like the 64, I still played No Mercy and shit over SmackDown, the first one for PlayStation. That was polygony and whatever the fuck you're talking about. That sucked. It didn't get good for me. I had SmackDown 2, I think, and whatever it was, Know Your Role or something. Wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't until Shut Your Mouth that I really started getting onto it.
Here Comes the Pain was the wrestling game that got me into playing the game.
Shut Your Mouth was before that.
Here Comes the Pain was the one that got it for me.
And what was the one that had Fred Durst in it though? Was that Know Your Role?
Fred Durst was
unlockable character because he did like Undertaker's theme when they did the role and shit.
I think that was Here Comes the Pain, because Here Comes the Pain was WrestleMania 19.
No, I never owned the one that it was. I think it was I'm pretty
Fred Durst was WrestleMania 2000.
I'm pretty sure it was like Know Your Role, because then Shut Your Mouth came out.
Oh, WrestleMania 2000. I saw a video on it. He's in WrestleMania 2000.
No, I'm not saying what year he was at WrestleMania. I'm saying what game he was in.
No, I'm talking about the video game. He's an unlockable character in it. It's WrestleMania 2000.
No, he's not. I don't think he is. I think I've unlocked.
I saw a video of it of secret characters in fucking wrestling video games. It's WrestleMania 2000
for PlayStation. And then
Here Comes the Pain.
I don't think they have him in. They don't have him in 64, dude. I've unlocked every character for 64. WrestleMania 2000.
You didn't unlock any secret characters. That means you're a loser.
I unlocked them all, bro. I think it was like you used to go to the store and buy the characters. Like you had to complete certain story things, and then it become available in the store when you got so far, and then you could buy it from the store. Every match you won, you accrued funds, so you might have to do story time like 10 times before you could unlock somebody for $50K, or get their contract and shit. I think that was No Mercy, maybe though. WrestleMania 2000. I gotta go back and play. I don't know. What the fuck you doing? Getting some food?
No, my grandma's medicine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is STTAB episode 7. This is the perfect time to work on the voiceovers. The voiceovers. The voiceovers. The voiceovers. I'm working on my skills as a voiceover. It just sounds so cool coming through the headphones. It sounds like anything is possible, Kakarot. I swear you could do it if you put your mind to it.
You sound nothing like Vegeta.
It's definitely Vegeta.
Nah.
110% Kakarot.
You don't have a raspy voice to do Vegeta. Vegeta, you need like...
What are you talking about? That is just absurd. The absurdity behind your statement.
Okay, it is. It's true, because the guy who voices Vegeta also voices Piccolo, and it's the same voice.
Yeah, but Piccolo's more bassy. Now, Gohan. I don't even know what he sounds like. How does Piccolo sound? You got a Piccolo over there you got hidden up your sleeve?
I have a Team 4-star version of Piccolo that sounds identical to Piccolo.
Now, Gohan. Goku was on his way to Earth. No, I don't know. I can't. I don't remember Piccolo too much. I can't do Piccolo, I mean. Who else, kid?
Boo!
That's Fat Boo, 100%.
Majin Boo! Boo, love you!
That is definitely
Boo, eat you! Boo, hungry now!
He gonna eat you up! He gonna eat you up!
Yo.
What kind of chocolate should I turn you into?
My boy.
Baby white!
My friend Nico.
Raspberry!
My friend Nico back in the day used to do a crazy Majin Buu, bro. And we were only in like 5th or 6th grade. He could murder fucking Majin Buu. Fat Boo.
You annoy me!
Yeah.
I am the most strongest warrior in the world!
Yo. Who's that?
Now look what you made me do. Now the big bad Boo is gonna come.
Super Boo?
Yeah, Super Boo. 100%.
I said evil
Super
Boo.
Boo after he fought Gohan.
I said evil Boo after. Yo, you know who's actually the craziest Majin Buu, though, of all of them?
Kid Boo, 100%.
Yeah,
Kid Boo is the most deadliest.
Did you ever see that shit, bro? Like, I had the movie on the origin of it, and it like makes it goes over the misperceptions of who's the most powerful Majin Buu, and he's like the purest form of evil. Like,
oh man, dude, Dragon Ball Z is my shit. I love Dragon Ball Z.
It was a classic.
Speaking
of PlayStation games, Budokai original shit. Yo, Budokai, the original shit was like game changing too. But that's PS2 era. That's Budokai 2. What's that? Budokai what?
Tenkaichi.
I didn't even know that one was made.
Yep.
I only played Budokai and Budokai 2.
I never played Budokai 3, and I never played Tenkaichi 3.
Neither did I. I never even knew they had Tenkaichi 3 of them. But I only played the first 2, and then, yeah, I never played the third. I only owned the first one, though, and Budokai 1 was like the shit, though. That was like so dope.
You ever seen Dragon Ball Abridged?
Nah, you sent me the playlist, though, to watch.
It's by Team 4-Star. They are hilarious.
They dub over it?
They dub over it. The guy who they get to play Vegeta, he literally sounds like Vegeta, and the shit that you would think that these guys would be saying, the dub actually really says it. Yeah. You know, like even in the dub, they realize Vegeta at one point goes, "Oh, and what did you think? You were going to blow it up and they would all be dead?" And then after that, Krillin would sit there and go, "Oh, yeah, you know, we kind of really assume that too." And then what? You think you'll have sensu beans? And then after Krillin goes, "Yeah, we use those too." They make fun of the whole aspect of what they do. They should be going in and killing, except they fucking watch from afar and everything and assume things to where the Vegeta actually has the right mind to go in there and find out what the fuck's going on and try to get the first kill in, which is exactly.
Yeah. As far as Dragon Ball Z, that Broly movie, what'd you think of that shit? Because that was like the last thing I really watched Dragon Ball Z was when that Broly movie came out.
I saw the Broly movie. I loved it. And then a guy I watch on YouTube called Call Me RJ did a full motion manga episode of an alternate timeline of the Broly movie where as soon as Gogeta forms, Beerus, who was never in the movie, joins the fight. Whis brings him to all this stuff, and Beerus tells Gogeta to defuse, and he's going to fight Broly because he is the actual Super Saiyan God. And the whole lore about Broly, the real lore is that Broly is the reincarnation of the original Super Saiyan God who fought all the evil Saiyans on planet Vegeta so that the good Saiyans could come back, and the Saiyans that we know as Bardock and Vegeta, who weren't bad, but they were immoral, but they weren't as bad as the Saiyans that were on the planet before.
Oh,
Broly is the reincarnation of the original Super Saiyan God. And Chira, the girl who follows him all around, the girl who loves him, is his wife's reincarnation.
But wait, what I'm saying is, where did the Beerus come in?
When Gogeta fused, when Piccolo tells him to go fuse, and then after that he goes back out and fights him. When he fuses, Whis and Beerus show up, and Beerus says, "Don't fight him. I'm gonna fight him." And then Whis tells, once they defuse, Whis tells them the whole story of who Broly really is, because Whis knows who he is.
That's
why Whis and Beerus were not involved in the movie in the first place, because Whis knew exactly who Broly was.
You're saying that happened in the seasons with Whis?
No, that happens in this alternate timeline that I saw on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And it makes sense. It makes sense because if you watch Battle of the Gods, the image of the Super Saiyan God that shows in the montage of who he is, it's Broly.
Yeah.
With a tail.
Well, I just think...
So in this manga written of the movie, when Gogeta fuses, Beerus and Whis shows up. Beerus says, "No need, I'm going to fight. I want to see what his power is." And once they defuse after the 30 minutes is up, Whis tells both of them who Broly really is. And Whis knows because he's an angel and he's one of those multiverse angels. So he knows that in another universe who Broly really was. Broly was the legendary Super Saiyan God that Beerus had this dream about. It was never Goku. Goku was granted that power by everybody else.
Yeah.
So was Broly, but Broly was given that power when he was reincarnated.
So his was like birthright.
To where Goku had to obtain it from 5 other Saiyans.
Yeah, so it was birthright, and then where Goku was more like elected, kind of. Born
with the Super Saiyan God ability. He is the only Super Saiyan God. The green Super Saiyan, which is called Legendary, is called Legendary for a reason. That's the original Super Saiyan God. And even in the movie, they kind of make reference to it that Goku is, Goku's not the real God, but they never really quite hinted at it in the movie. But in the alternate manga version of the movie, it explains exactly who Broly is, how he got his powers, when he fought the demons and everything. The Grand Priest, who is Zeno's fucking angel, came to Broly before he died and told him that he will be reincarnated and all his friends and family will meet him in another life all together, and all the powers that he has will be given to him in the next life. So which means that the power that Broly did obtain, like Goku, by 5 other Saiyans, but when Broly was born into a new universe, he automatically had the Super Saiyan God ability.
Yeah,
to where that Shenron said a Super Saiyan God does not exist in your universe yet because Broly didn't happen yet. Broly doesn't happen in their universe at that time. Because Broly has never used his power that much.
All right.
So Shenron would have no idea about it. But that's why Beerus had the dream of a Super Saiyan God, and the Super Saiyan God in the visuals of his dream looked just like Broly, and that's who it is. Broly is the only Super Saiyan God because he was born with the power. It was given to him first, but when he was reincarnated, it was his own power. To where that physically nobody knew how to obtain it.
Ready?
Until Goku asked Shinron in the Battle of the Gods movie.
Hold on. I was like, while you're ranting over there, I'm just gonna perform a little.
Fusion.
Okay, hold on. If you're gonna do that, let me get the fusion for them.
All right, hold up. We got to do take two on here. I wish they're like knees bent, but these ones, they're so small that don't.
You ready?
Oh wow, that just broke. Wow.
You ready, Goten? Yeah, you ready, Trunks?
I don't know how he sounds.
I got it. I'm ready.
Come on, speed it the fuck up over here. We drop our sponsors. You're gonna drop them like the soap. You fucking filthy animal.
We got some Dr. Squatch soap you can get with the link below. And I think right now they have a limited edition Batman box or something along those lines. So you should check that out. You got a Riddler scent. I think to find the scent, you actually got to do yeah, I saw it today. You got to actually do a fucking riddle to decipher the fucking scent or some shit of the Riddler. Something like that. It's below. You ready to fuse or what? I'm ready. We're talking Dr. Squatch. All right. Hold on.
You ready, Goten?
Yeah, you ready, Trunks? I'm laughing now. I did it better the first time.
Fusion.
Yeah! Da-da-da-da! Super Gotenks!
Woohoo!
Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
I definitely had him too. I just don't know whatever happened to him. Gotenks.
Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
That's fire. I used to have one too. I just don't know where he at right now. I always have these guys standing up there in their fusion format though. Like they're always just standing up there like this, like fused.
Little GT Goku. Dragon Ball Z GT Goku.
Oh shit. Come with the collectibles. I don't got no more.
And then when he powers up,
disposal right now.
when he powers up in GT,
but I do have
GT's version of a god.
But I do have what?
Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, Super Saiyan Gen 4. What was it?
GT's version of a god.
Yeah. I never really watched GT. I just knew like who it was.
I like Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT was actually pretty good. A lot of people hate it, but I actually liked it.
Yeah, I never even watched it to give it a real honest. I couldn't give it a real honest opinion. Didn't watch enough episodes of it.
Main process. Okay, the main plot of Dragon Ball GT is Emperor Pilaf comes back in the first episode, and he's up on Kami's lookout, and he finds the Dark Dragon Balls, which is Mr. Popo's which is the actual set of the Dragon Balls that you make the Dragon Balls from. But these are the Dark Dragon Balls. You use these as templates in order to create the regular 7-star balls. They make a wish with it to make Goku young again. And when they made that wish, these balls only gave you one wish. And then when the wish was activated, these balls would turn into actual dragons. And the whole plot of it is each dragon keeps telling all the Z fighters that this is your fault because you guys keep making the wishes and keep abusing the Dragon Balls. So now we have the chance to stop you and teach you guys a lesson that what you're doing is wrong. And they end up killing them all anyway.
Killing all the dragons?
Because it's Earth's fault, because it's humanity's fault for using the Dragon Balls so much, which is why that all the dragons are now evil.
Oh, so they kill the dragons?
Because they are sick and tired of the of Earth using them for their selfish gains instead of using it for the better powers of the universe.
And that's Dragon Ball GT?
Pretty much in a nutshell.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying, in a nutshell. All right.
Pretty much in a nutshell.
Maybe I'll check it out.
You fight every single dragon up until Omega Shinron, which even by today's Dragon Ball Super standards, which is Dragon Ball Z Super, Omega Shinron, you know, like all these dragons are considered gods. So it was the prequels to the Gods of Destruction, even though it's an alternate timeline.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prequel to the Gods of Destruction because there are in the Dragon Ball Z universe there's 8 gods of destruction.
Yeah.
Instead of the 12 that was introduced in the movie, but the first 4 don't count because they're the highest ranking universes and they don't need to be dealt with because they're perfect in every way, shape, or form. So there's only 8 other universes that are imperfect. So in Dragon Ball GT lore, the 8 dragons are the gods of destruction. 8,
Mm-hmm. All right.
Even though there's only 7 Dragon Balls, but there's 8 dragons.
Because what they like confuse and become one?
Because when all 7 dragons are defeated, the Dragon Balls turn into Omega Shinron, which is the most powerful version of Shinron as a human fighting dragon. And he's like really evil. He uses the fucking Dragon Balls as powers to give him like Super Saiyan powers.
What does the GT actually
Omega
stand
Shinron,
for?
Omega Shinron just wanted everybody dead. He was the most powerful of all the dragons.
I'm saying, what does GT
powerful.
stand for? Like,
okay,
galactical threat.
Omega Shinron, in a nutshell, he was Cell, but 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, Cell's one of my favorite villains, though.
Don't you know it?
Cell was one of the best, in my opinion.
Have you ever seen the shit I sent you, Devil Artemis?
I don't know.
Cell and Kermit the Frog?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you ever sent me that. No, I don't think you ever sent me that shit. But
fuck, you would love Devil Artemis Universe. Cell is the main character, and Kermit the Frog's his sidekick, and Kermit the Frog's a gangster, bro. I mean, gangster. He fucking carries a gat, and the rules of the Devil Artemis Universe is, sorry, but when you see the gat, you need to respect my gangster.
Wait, what is this, a fan-made shit?
It's hysterically funny.
Independent, rather, not even necessarily fan made, but independent.
This guy is teamed up with Team 4-Star. He's gotten actual stuff. Some of his stuff has been used in Dragon Ball Heroes in Japan.
All right. Yeah, send me that shit for sure.
This guy is actually tied to Dragon Ball in some way.
No, yeah, definitely send me that shit for sure.
That's why that the new series of Dragon Ball Super, it's Cell coming back. Because why? Devil Artemis made Cell a fucking huge ass name. Cell's got a big fan coming back, and now Cell gets his own saga. Again, after almost 30 years.
Yeah. That's good, though. Frieza got another saga with Kai.
Frieza got his own movie!
It's true.
The Resurrection of F. That was his movie. He gets to come back, and then he gets to come back for the entire fucking Tournament of Power, which I thought was pretty cool.
I loved it.
Don't get me wrong. I love the new Dragon Ball Z.
I did
It's
too.
actually really cool.
It is.
I just didn't like the fact that Frieza lasted as long as he did. I mean, if you're going to give Goku,
when I did see it, I was like, yes, I was kind of happy. I was kind of low-key happy. I'm not going to lie.
If you're going to give Goku almost 2 power-ups throughout the fucking Tournament of Power, which the 2 power-ups is, of course, Ultra Instinct, and then Super Saiyan Blue with the fucking Kaioken.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to give him that, That's a little unfair. That's 2 transformations. How about you just give him Super Saiyan 4 and just finally accept the fact that GT is lore and give us Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah, well, you know.
I love to see Super Saiyan 4 being super, even if it's for only like 10 seconds. And Goku goes, I don't know what that form was, but I'm never going back to it again. That uses way too much power.
Yeah, but it don't matter, bro, because first we had red, now we got blue, and next we'll have purple. We're back to yellow.
Well, purple is Beerus, which is God of Destruction energy. To where they're going in the future, Vegeta is going to be the new God of Destruction because Vegeta has that power and capability of becoming a God of Destruction. Because Vegeta really doesn't care if he destroys or not. It's his intent. It's what he was bred to do. That's why that Beerus ordered Frieza to get rid of Planet Vegeta in the Saiyans, because I believe in Beerus's mind, I think he knew that the next God of Destruction candidate would have been a Saiyan. And not Frieza, because Frieza would have been given that key, but I don't think Frieza... I honestly think that Frieza could never beat Beerus, because even when Frieza even saw Beerus, he was scared as fuck.
Yeah, but who knows? Who knows? They should bring back all the villains at one point. I'd watch them all come back.
I like to see... You know who there's one villain besides Omega Shinron I would like to see crossover from GT. I'd like to see Janemba.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. He's from GT.
I was going to say crossover from GT. I don't know.
He's the first time. Janemba is the first time that we ever see Goku and Vegeta fuse into Gogeta. He's the first time we ever see Gogeta form.
All right.
And
I've never really
Gogeta doesn't even talk when he's formed. He just he just fucking fuses, and then after that he just looks up at fucking Janemba, and then he just runs up to him and he punches him, and then he charges up his hand up in the air like this, and there's this like spirit bomb energy thing, which is like the hope of the universe and everything, and he just throws it, and it's a bunch of fucking stardust, and it fucking destroys him because it's the light of the universe, and he's like a dark foe from like hell.
I gotta watch this shit. You only really seen
gotta
pictures
watch
of
GT.
Him.
GT was so
Never
fucking
seen him
cool.
in action.
You get to see adult you get to see teenage Goten. You get to see teenage Trunks. You get to see them fuse into teenage Gotenks for like 2 episodes.
Where can you watch it on though?
Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah, okay, Crunchyroll. Yeah, makes sense. I was gonna say it's not on like Hulu or anything. No.
Not GT, no.
I thought it was for a little while though. I remember it was on my list on somewhere, whether it was Prime or Hulu.
Probably Prime.
But I don't know. I might check it out one day. Who the fuck knows? Sometime.
GT was hot. GT had some cool characters. GT introduced us to Baby, which is a genetically modified computer organism from the Red Ribbon Army that has Saiyan DNA, and he takes over people and causes them to like double access their power and stuff. It's really fun.
I think I remember seeing that guy, or somebody had an action
Baby
figure of him.
Vegeta, where he takes over Vegeta, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, sounds dope. Sounds pretty good. I might check it out. I'm still not through all this Dragon Ball yet, though.
Dragon Ball GT is the only series where somebody eats a Dragon Ball.
That's new. Eggs.
Because
dragon eggs.
Omega Shinron loses a Dragon Ball in one of the fights that are on his chest from Goku. Goku just slams his hand into his chest and rips it out. And Omega's like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" And then after that, Goku, and then after everyone's like, quick, throw it to everybody else and get it the hell out of here. And then after that, Goku's like, "Nah, And yo, when Goku's Super Saiyan 4 in this, he's a little dark.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like 30 times more serious than he is when he's Super Saiyan.
Mhm.
You know, like he's actually like really dark in this show. And he sits there and he goes, you know, I see how you're able to get these Dragon Balls to get to your chest. So I'm just going to do what you do, and you can't get it back. And he swallows the Dragon Ball, and everyone's like, what the fuck is he doing? And he starts swallowing it, and then it gets stuck in his throat. You actually see like this big bulge in his throat, and he's starting to choke and everything. And Vegeta's like, you fucking fool, you're going to die. And then Goku just falls to the ground. And then when he falls, it's enough pressure to force it down his throat. And then after that, he swallows it completely. And then Vegeta comes up to him and he goes, how the hell did you do that? And he goes, don't worry about me, I'm all right. And then Omega Shinron comes out of nowhere, beats the crap out of both of them, sticks his hand in the Goku's stomach transparently, and pulls the fucking Dragon Ball out.
So explain to me, they don't consider GT part of the folklore?
No, they do not, because GT was created by Americans and not Akira Toriyama.
Okay, understand.
Akira Toriyama allowed them to use the rights, but he's not accepting it as canon.
So yeah, it's a total different creator in general. Okay, that makes sense.
Total different creator.
What about Dragon Ball, like regular Dragon Ball?
That's Akira Toriyama.
Okay, so that storyline.
Dragon Ball,
Dragon Ball. I never really watched all the Dragon Balls, though. You know.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Akira Toriyama and Funimation, Toei Animation, and Fuji TV.
It's a great sponsor.
Please support the official release.
Great plug right there, kid. Got the whole biography down. Fuck yeah, resume too.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Toei Animation, Funimation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release.
Fucking yeah. I don't know, man.
No!
What the fuck was that?
I am Lord Kami Guru. For Lord Kami Guru.
Man, this is like a loop of the same shit over there. I was like,
there's an episode of Dragon Ball Bridge where they go to Namek and they meet Nail and Guru, the fucking fat Namekian on planet Namek.
Yeah, that's funny. And I was gonna bring him up.
Gohan and Krillin go up to meet him, and Nail brings Krillin first. Krillin goes up, and Guru's like, Nail, why is there an albino Namekian in here? I thought we killed them all.
I have a question for you, a fan question.
And Nail looks at him and goes, "No, Guru, he's a human from Earth looking to have you expand his power level." Ah, Earth. Didn't we send a Namekian to Earth thousands of years ago? Yeah, Kami. Oh, he calls himself Kami now. What does that mean? God? Hell, I am now Kami Guru. No, Super Lord Kami Guru.
Yo, fuck it.
Because because fucking Piccolo, King Piccolo, who separates himself to become evil and to become the fucking guardian of the Earth. That's how you get King Piccolo, because he was the Namekian who went to Earth, and the original fucking guardian of the Earth was was Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr. was the original fucking guardian of the Earth until he became evil. Then Kami killed him after splitting from Piccolo, and now he's the fucking god. And now when the first time that Guru has heard about Kami in like a million years or whatever, he sits there and he goes, "Oh, so he calls himself God, huh? How pretentious."
Yeah. No, I'm saying fucking correct me. I don't know, man. I'm high as a bitch. Fucking. When did they change Hercule to Mr. Satan?
It was always Mr. Satan.
It was Hercule.
Even
bro.
in the original Japanese and even in the original versions that I have on DVD.
How come I remember him as Hercule only, bro?
It was always called Mr. Satan. They changed it in the early 2000s because they didn't want any representation of the devil, so they called him Hercule.
And then they went back to it.
But in the Japanese version, his name is Mark. His name is Mark Satan, not Hercule.
Oh.
So they thought instead of calling him Mark in the English version, which would be his real name,
Hercule.
they called him Hercule.
It's your
to
people's
make him
champion,
sound
Hercule.
powerful.
I got a comment.
They made him sound powerful as Hercule instead of Mr. Satan in the original way it was written.
Yeah. And he's still a bitch.
I'm the world's greatest champion. Ain't nobody can stop me. I'd like to introduce you to my best friend, Majin Buu.
I wasn't ready for that cue. I didn't realize.
All right. Now,
realize you were
it's
setting
up
up
to
the
the
cue.
world's greatest champion, Hercule Satan, to take down this evil android business.
And he rips like 6 phone books in half. He punches his fist through a bus. Then he can't pull it out.
Yeah, he's a clown. The clown. Growing humanitarian crisis. As many as 1.5 million refugees flee the fighting. That's insane, man. Just seeing those kids out there like that shit sucks, bro. Out in those streets, running on the run with their parents, families going through tents and shit. And 750,000 are in Poland. 7 to go.
Dinkelberg.
Insanity at its finest. Did we have any you wanted to bring up any wrestling news, the little bit of latest wrestling news, bro? We could get on that shit. I don't think we did that shit the whole show. We did old wrestling.
All right. I got 5 points. I'm going to make them really quick. Tony Khan bought AEW. Cody Rhodes is confirmed for WWE for WrestleMania, even though everybody's saying that the talks have fizzled out. Dave Meltzer has reported that talks have not fizzled out and that Cody is penciled in for WrestleMania. Number 3, the Ring of Honor first Hall of Fame class is finally done, with CM Punk being the last entrant. Vince McMahon will be inducting The Undertaker at this year's Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And for last minute facts, Vince McMahon will not be wrestling at WrestleMania. It'll be his protege and his new son, Austin Theory.
All right. That's the rundown right there. You mean Tony Khan bought ROH though?
That's what I said. Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor.
No, you said AEW.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did. Tony Khan bought AEW, but which could technically be real because he probably bought Cody's share anyway, whatever Cody had out, right?
He probably did.
You know what I mean?
He probably did.
So he was making an announcement. But that was crazy. What'd he say? He said, "There's no Shane here."
No, it's not Shane.
What'd he say?
Because everybody keeps thinking Shane McMahon's going to AEW. So he thought the big announcement was going to be Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
And no, it goes, I bought Ring of Honor.
No, I don't even think that was what it. Yeah, but I don't think that was what the people thought the announcement was going to be. I think the people
thought that. No, he thought that. No, everybody thought it was going to be Shane McMahon.
To buy Ring of Honor.
Because the talks have been, since Shane McMahon got fired, talks today still say that he's going to AEW.
Oh, I was saying, like, we did say that, like, I was joking around, like, Shane is all elite, but then we thought Shane was going to go buy ROH possibly.
Came out, the opening comment when he came out and said, "Nope, it's not Shane.
Yeah,
I bought Ring of Honor."
Yeah,
that was the big announcement.
As in Shane McMahon didn't buy it, I did.
No, everybody thought everybody thought his announcement was going to be, "Ladies and gentlemen, Shane McMahon would come walking down the entrance ramp. Not fucking Ring of Honor.
I didn't
Not
even,
a Ring of Honor shit.
I didn't think that, but anyway, I'm just thinking.
Shane McMahon was going to come out on AEW TV and replicate the Nitro WWE Monday Night War segment.
I know.
That's what they were going to. That's what everybody thought was going to happen. But he swerved everyone and bought Ring of Honor because WWE was going to buy Ring of Honor in 2020, but Tony Khan gave him a little extra money, and Sinclair Broadcasting said, "Go right ahead." Oh, and since now he owns Ring of Honor, we're going to get rid of Rampage, and Ring of Honor is going to have its own TV show on TNT or TBS, motherfucker. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking dope.
Dynamite on fucking Wednesdays, and then we're going to have Ring of Honor on Fridays.
Yeah. But I'm saying fucking, I was thinking that he was just
Ring
like,
of
not
Honor,
Shane as in like you said, WWE was trying to buy ROH. I was thinking that like, you said a while back too, you thought Shane was going to buy ROH, but I think that was Tony Khan's message as in like, not Shane as in like, I'm the owner now. Like y'all maybe thought Shane was going to buy it.
That wasn't the inference I was
talks,
making on this.
You know, here comes the money. That's how I looked at it when I saw the video.
If anything, I see as of right now, if Shane McMahon doesn't go to AEW by WrestleMania, he's going to be showing up at Impact before WrestleMania at this point.
I don't see him going to Impact.
I do, because that would be a lot of star power, and Shane McMahon can funnel the money that they need. And Shane McMahon becomes head booker? I think...
It'd be pretty crazy, though. It would be dope.
I think fucking Sami Callihan and Don Callis could really benefit from having a millionaire behind their back writing the show, and who knows half the fucking people and knows a lot about the indie wrestlers. Yeah, I would have Shane McMahon be the head booker. You just tell Shane, hey, we're going to need a couple of million extra months. Oh, not a problem. Now, guess what? Now we're in bigger stadiums, and now we're almost at the same level as AEW. You'll be nobody's going to be in your WWE status. I'm sorry. AEW has broken a few records, but when it comes to stadiums, otherwise, AEW is not going to be able to sell out like WWE can.
Nah, I know.
But with Shane behind Impact Wrestling, it can be at least AEW quality.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon is like Triple H. Shane and Triple H wouldn't work together because they have the same vision.
Yeah.
When it comes for the younger guys. But Shane McMahon's a little too in his own head.
Yeah, well, I'm saying anyway, fucking Shane, he'll be back in WWE eventually in due time.
I don't think so.
You don't think so this time, for real?
No. Unless and if I book this right,
the ties are too deep with the McMahons.
If I book this right now and say this, and this happens, my Cash App, I'll put it down below. Everybody needs to send me $5 fucking.
Call
Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. It'll end up being a 2-on-1 handicap match at WrestleMania. Vince and Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee sits there and makes a phone call. Shane McMahon fucking comes back at WrestleMania, tag team match, so Vince doesn't have to take bumps, and Shane can do all the shit on his father.
Now, who's this Pat McAfee guy?
Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
NXT superstar, pretty goddamn good wrestler. Yeah, no, he's pretty damn good.
Okay, I don't really watch NXT, so I wouldn't know who he is. There's a lot
pretty
of
damn fucking good.
I'm not saying he's not.
Pretty damn good.
There's a lot of wrestlers nowadays, man.
Keith Lee, he had a good match against fucking Adam Cole back in like 2019, 2020. It was fucking fire.
Yeah, I'm saying when you get involved in wrestling Twitter, there's a lot more wrestlers than we think are out there. So it's like its own world. It's like following musicians or like any other athletes and shit and things, you know. Like I think
So,
I follow. I think on Wrestling with Time, I think I follow
That's the only
1,200
way
people
how
or
I
some
see
shit.
Shane coming back is because he's getting sick and tired of the Austin Theory, Vince McMahon thing, because he's going to sit there and go, I'm your son, Dad. I'm your son.
Yeah.
This guy's a nobody.
Yeah. Could possibly.
We're going to have fucking WrestleMania 15 and 16 rematches of Vince and Shane McMahon.
At 40, you think?
Look at me, Dad. I love you, Dad. I just want to be like you, Dad. Love me.
You know what the crazy part is? You know what popped up in my time hop the other day? It was something with Shane McMahon making his return. I said it was like 2016 or something, 15 when it came up.
Yep.
And I was like, first time I've seen Shane O'Mac since I think WrestleMania 20, and he finally had a kid. Congrats, Shane O'Mac. Good to have you back or some shit like that. And
in 2018, he fucking had a helicopter crash right here in fucking Smiths Point Beach.
but I'm
in Long
saying
Island.
that was WrestleMania 20, and we're coming up on 40, not this year, but next year.
WrestleMania 40's next year. Wow.
Yeah. So maybe they are setting something up like that, bro, to have that rematch. Maybe we're 2 years in advance. 2 years.
Wow, I cannot. We're at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, we're getting old.
WrestleMania 6 only happened when we were born, so it's a little weird.
WrestleMania 6 when we were born?
If WrestleMania started in 85, like it's saying, 91 would be WrestleMania 6.
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, well, actually, I wasn't even born yet because it was
95,
probably in March.
96, 97, 98, 99. Oh, I'm sorry. You're WrestleMania 7. I'm sorry, 7.
But I'm saying, I wasn't born yet. I wasn't born yet because that was in March. I'm an August baby. When are you? So I was still baking in the oven. Yeah, you were still baking in the oven too when WrestleMania came.
Apart. Me and you were only a couple months apart.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying in 91 when WrestleMania happened, none of us were born yet. We were still baking in the oven. So our first WrestleMania would have been 8.
I'm 2 months older than you.
I know, motherfucker. Are you listening? I'm going by the month and the year. If WrestleMania was in March or April, historically,
it was in April
for its beginning of time, and your birthday is in June, and I'm in August, then you have May, June. You had 2 months. You were baking.
You were being born that year, no matter what. So, irregardless of how you word it,
being technical,
WrestleMania 7 was the year we were born.
I'm being technical. I'm the Chris Benoit to this mind fuckery.
You are being technical. Now go put a fucking pillow over your face and drink Xanax and fucking smother yourself, and then take your wire hanger and go.
It was this motherfucker, man. It was crazy though. Watching modern wrestling. I mean, not modern wrestling, but recently watching the wrestling I was watching and seeing like this was kind of like they were building this really strong relationship that kind of made up for that like WrestleMania 20 moment with them a couple years later. Like even though they worked together in WCW, this was just like cementing that in like WWF viewers' eyes. And then it's crazy. They both died like a year apart, bro. That was fucking bizarre. But he's in his wheelchair. He's wheeling and dealing.
Even though I got legs.
He's wheeling and dealing, son of a gun. I don't know if you have legs. It must have been all those Krabby Patties went to your thighs. Maybe he grew some legs. Definitely. Maybe he grew some legs, SpongeBob. Firmly grasp it.
Motherfucker, I was just about to fucking go. I was just about to start that.
Yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic.
Take the nut and firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it in your hand. Firmly grasp it. There we go.
Yo, you got to do it again because you froze like that a minute. You froze like that a minute. That's going to be a meme right there, though. That shit that we just saw. You got to do it again. You got to do it. I saw you drop it the second time. As soon as you did it the third time, your face froze and it was for a minute. It's pretty funny, not gonna lie.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna take the nut, put it in your hand, and firmly grasp it. Oh, firmly grasp it in your hand. Oh, firmly grasp it. There we go.
All right, that was a good one. Fucking.
Doc, I don't feel good.
We've opened the show like that.
The sides.
No. That's not gonna do.
I mean, we've opened it with that before, with that firmly grasp it skit. You want to close out with that firmly grasp it skit? We've been going at 1:45 right now, kid.
No, I'm going to close out on this skit instead.
All right.
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon. How tough are you?
How tough am I? How tough am I? Got a bottle of ketchup?
Sure.
It's on! You know, if I could run this under some hot water,
Get out of here.
no.
I think you belong over there.
I don't think you belong here. You belong over there.
Weenie Hut Juniors!
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. You're going to want that place over there.
Super Weenie Hut Juniors!
Yes. Yes, that is a great
This is
way.
the greatest day of my life!
Weenie Hut
Oh,
General.
SpongeBob, what seemed to happen?
Oh, Doc, it's bad. I slipped on an ice cube and got covered in boo-boos.
Boo-boos, eh? I think you're going to want that hospital over there.
Super Weenie Hut General!
All right, my man. We're closing on that SpongeBob. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 7 of STTAB.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, SpongeBob.
Get those sponsors or buy us a coffee and we are gone. Salute.